The U.S. mission in Nigeria issued the warning yesterday in a post on its official X handle, saying the practice was not permitted in the U.S. Birth tourism, a practice that allows pregnant women to travel to another country for the purpose of giving birth, enables the mother to secure citizenship for her unborn child based on the country's birthright citizenship law. Back home in Owerri, the Court of Appeal sitting in Owerri, Imo State, has ruled that the Federal Road Safety Corps FRSC lacks the legal authority to seize driver's licenses, vehicles, or related documents without lawful justification. The Appellate Court upheld the judgment of the High Court of Abia State, which had earlier ruled that such seizures amount to a violation of fundamental human rights. Delivering a unanimous judgment, Justices Amina Audi Wambai, M. Lawal Abubakar and Ntong F. Ntong affirmed the FRSC's liability for rights violation. However, the court reduced the damages awarded to the respondent from 30 million naira to 10 million naira, covering general and exemplary damages. We head to Abuja. The federal government has launched Youth Cred, a national credit scheme for young Nigerians, including members of the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC). The initiative, which is managed by the beneficiary among core members. According to the agency, Youth Cred is also a national campaign to change how young people in Nigeria think about money. Complete this training before they can access loans under the scheme. The training covers topics like how credit works, why repayment to Rivers State. The Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, RSIEC, has rescheduled the local government election to August 30. The chairman of RSIEC, Michael Ode, announced the new date during the official unveiling of the revised timetable for the election. Ode explained that the decision to postpone the elections was informed by the prevailing circumstances in the state. He cited constitutional provisions which empower the commission to reschedule elections in situations of crisis or potential unrest. In Lagos State, several patients seeking medical care in Lagos State's government-owned hospitals were stranded yesterday following disruptions in healthcare's government. The Medical Guild, which is the body of doctors under the employ of the Lagos State government, is protesting what it describes as illegal and disrespectful salary deductions by the government. The Guild is demanding the immediate reversal of July salary cuts and full payment of 12 months arrears owed to honorary consultants on the of the body of doctors at an emergency congress held over the weekend. And that's it on Round the Globe on Aneke TV. Before we end the news, a recap of major highlights brought to you. Police officer among 4 dead in shooting at New York visiting the country for birth tourism. Appeal court rules FRSC lacks power to seize driver's licenses. FG launches Youth Credit scheme to support 400,000 young Nigerians. Rivers reschedules a cancel pool to August 30. Patients lament as Lagos doctors begin 3-day warning strike. On behalf of the news editor, I am Aneke. Thanks for watching.
of the Oja, the traditional Igbo flute, and Okeke drum echoing through the air, the festival created a peaceful and reflective atmosphere. It reminded guests of the deep values rooted in Igbo culture, where music, moonlight stories, and tradition are deeply connected. One of the key aims of the festival is to promote cultural awareness and identity, especially among the young generation. Organizers say the event is relevant now more than ever as modern influences continue to push many indigenous languages and traditions to the background. The festival encourages Igbo people across the globe to embrace their roots, speak their language, and carry forward the values of truth, peace, unity, and communal living. Names like Ndoka, Ndubisi, and Ndudi reflect the Igbo view of life as sacred. The event revisited a key moment in Achebe's novel, where Okonkwo accidentally killed a clansman and exiled, showing how Igbo culture handles justice and morality. The award-winning author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie was among the special guests.
In Igbo culture, nothing is more sacred than life. In Igbo culture, a sibling must never take the life of another sibling. That is what we mean when we call a child Ndoka, Ndubisi, Ndode. The preservation of life is sacrosanct. Things Fall Apart demonstrates the central Igbo belief in the sacredness of life. Okonkwo accidentally murders a member of his community. It is truly an accident. His gun goes off during a feast, and yet his community punishes him severely. His home is destroyed and burnt, and he's banished for years. And this was an accident. Now imagine the severity of the punishment for murder in Igbo culture. Igbo culture abhors the taking of innocent life. We must remember that we are a great people. We have to remember that we are people who make remarkable sacrifices to live their dreams wherever they find themselves. We are people who have mastered the art of surviving the most unaccustomed parts of the earth. Let us not forget the wonderful, unique apprenticeship system that we have, Mwa boy. Often we forget the Mwa girl, where young women learn things like sewing from women, and the wonderful and unique rituals and expectations that those involve. Ndibo, let us remember who we really are. We cannot become untethered from the harness of our proud and beautiful history and heritage. Igbo must once again mean what it truly means. Not selfishness, but community. Not violence, but a fierce desire to succeed through hard work, diligence, honesty, truth-telling. Where is the gatekeeping role of the community over every member? Something that has been central in Igbo culture for centuries. Every success needs validation from the cultural milieu that birthed it. We hear success stories, but in most cases we see only the success but not the story. What is the story behind the successes that we celebrate today? Okonkwo's greatness in Umuofia was not possible without Umuofia's collective say-so. Ndibo must unite and strive to become a beacon for Nigeria and indeed for Africa.
Adichie describes Chinua Achebe as a writer who deeply loved his people and used stories to preserve Igbo identity. She also encouraged young writers in the audience to keep working on their crafts despite setbacks. Chiwendo Ifeonwankwo, Aneke TV.
Nigeria Students Legislative Council, Enugu State Chapter, has honored the Chief Executive Officer, CEO, Aneke Television and Online TV in Enugu, Chief Pascal Onyeka Aneke, with a Lifetime Award. The group presented him with an award of recognition and support for his exceptional contributions to youth empowerment, media excellence, and community development. The award was presented to him during the maiden edition of the Council's 2025 Intercampus Debate held at Peaceland University, Enugu. Presenting the award, the President of the Council, Enugu Chapter, Mr. Makata Chukwuma, said the award was a distinguished leadership prize for excellence for individuals who contribute to societal transformation. According to him, there are those who live for the benefit of others and dedicated themselves to the promotion of education, excellence, and good governance. He described Chief Aneke as humble, benevolent personality and a promoter of excellence. He commended him for his dedication to youth empowerment and consistent support to the Council, stressing that the award was to appreciate him for his support to advancement of the objectives of the Council. Mr. Chukwuma urged Nigerians to effect positive change in the society with their substance, talents, and gifts.
Your support for students' development and democratic engagement remains invaluable. This event is not just a debate, it is a celebration of knowledge, dialogue, and civil responsibility. It represents a landmark moment for student legislative leadership across Enugu State and beyond. For the first time in history, student parliaments from universities, polytechnics, and college of education are gathered here not in protest, not in silence, but in intellectual engagement, driven by purpose and passion for societal progress. We believe that true leadership starts with ideas, and this debate is a platform for our students to voice those ideas boldly, intelligently, and responsibly. Today, we are planting seeds of active citizenship, public policy awareness, and legislative consciousness in the mind of young leaders. This is the very heart of what NSLC stands for. As students, we may not yet sit at the policy-making table of our nations, but with platforms like this, we are preparing ourselves to build tables of our own. This initiative is not only about arguments, it is about understanding the issues, defending the truth, and proposing solutions to the real challenges affecting our people.
Responding, the CEO, Aneke TV, Chief Pascal Aneke, said he was overwhelmed by the recognition and expressed gratitude that the council found him worthy of the award. Chief Aneke, represented by the manager of the television, Mr. Frederick Chibuike China, promised to continue to identify with any initiative that advances humanity and promotes skills development.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here. My name is Right Honorable China Chibuike Frederick, the Aneke TV manager, also the National Assistant Secretary General, Nigeria State Legislative Council. So, with gratitude and heartfelt, I'm honored to be here to represent my principal, Chief Dr. Pascal Aneke Oyeka, the CEO of Aneke TV Aneke Foundation. Well, the organization was founded out of compassion, and also Aneke TV is also founded to give voice to the voiceless. And we say thank you to Nigeria State Legislative Council, Enugu State Chapter, and also on behalf of the entire Nigeria State Legislative Council, we say congratulations to Enugu State, and we are proud that the chairman of NSLC Enugu State, Honorable Makaka Chukwu, we are proud of you, and we say thank you and God bless you.
In an interview, the majority leader, Enugu State House of Assembly and the member representing Enugu North constituency, Mr. Johnson Ani, described the event as a veritable platform to learn. He therefore called on the students to keep learning to enable them to achieve their life-chosen careers.
Wow, this is superb because I believe they say the youth are the future of tomorrow. And that is what we are seeing here today, because the same debate they are doing here today is similar thing that we approved in the House about a few months ago, and we find it correct to the state, to the good people of Enugu State. And what a day we find. I came here and the same, because I was not aware of the topic today. So when I came in, I saw that they are treating the same topic. So I have learned a little bit again too from them again as well. Yeah, the advice I have for the students is just that they should keep pressing, because I believe the process of learning is acquiring more knowledge, and no amount of knowledge is too big or neither too small. But the most important thing, keep pressing hard. I believe tomorrow we'll get to that dream future by the grace of God.
Nigeria Students Legislative Council is a platform that allows students participate in democratic processes, represent their interests, and advocate for positive change within their educational institutions and communities. This is done through learning and engaging in legislative processes, developing leadership skills, and promoting students' welfare. The occasion was well attended by students from other tertiary institutions in Enugu State, friends, professional bodies, and civil society groups. Highlights of the event include the presentation of prizes to winners in the debate competition and awards to some notable individuals who had impacted positively lives on members of the council. Jidofo Ebuche, Aneke TV.
morning, Enugu, and good morning to all our viewers across Nigeria and beyond. You already know what this is. Your fresh, uplifting companion to the morning. Sunrise on Aneke TV. I am Amaka Niji.
And I am Faith Wins Ezzy. Whether you're rushing to work, chilling at home, or maybe trying to ease into the day, thank you for spending your Tuesday morning right here with us.
Of course, it's Tuesday, July 29, 2025, and with just a few days left in the month, it's a perfect moment to reflect, reset, and recharge.
Oh, yes. And we've got a fabulous lineup ahead. And from a soul-stirring quote of the day to get you all get up, to an updated weather report across Southeast cities, then leading news making top headlines. And of course, Gideon will be here to hypnotize sports lovers with intriguing updates. Finally, we take a tour around the globe to see what fun observances are being celebrated today.
Yeah, so let's get your spirit lifted with today's quote. Today's quote is very, very interesting. This one's from Maya Angelou, and the quote today says, "If you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be." I'll take that quote again so that people the people at the back will hear me very well. If you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be.
That one is deep, Amaka. It's really
deep.
deep. So don't shrink to fit. Step out and shine exactly as you are. That's your permission slip from Maya Angelou today.
Yeah, so let us know what makes you feel amazing. You can connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube, all at Aneke TV. We're always listening, we're always reading.
A quick break now, then we'll check in on the skies above with your Tuesday weather updates. Stay with us. We are back. Time now to take a peek at the weather across our beautiful southeast cities, and we begin in Enugu. Expect early morning clouds with bursts of sunshine mid-morning. Rain showers are likely between 2 and 5 p.m. with temperatures between 24 to 30 degrees Celsius. Stay hydrated and keep that umbrella close.
And moving over to Oka, Oka will see partly sunny skies with increased cloudiness by late afternoon. Of course, then thunderstorms may roll in around 6 p.m. Temperatures hover around 29 to 31 degrees Celsius.
Abakaliki is mostly dry today, though brief light showers could appear around 4 p.m. Highs of 28 degrees Celsius and mild winds throughout the day.
In Owerri, it will be cloudy all morning with scattered rain showers likely afternoon. Then expect a cool day with highs of 27 degrees Celsius and lows around 23 degrees Celsius.
Umahia stays warm and humid with passing showers likely between 1 and 3 p.m. Visibility might be low early on, but it should clear by midday. Temperatures will sit between 24 to 29 degrees Celsius. So don't get caught off guard. Dress smart and plan ahead. After the break, we've got sports updates with our very own Gideon. You know it's always fun, so stay connected.
You're still watching Sunrise on Aneke TV, and my sports lovers, where are you? It's time for Sport Update with Gideon. Good morning, Gideon.
Good morning, Amaka. Good morning, Faith.
Hi, Gideon.
Women are cashing out.
Yes,
I
I saw the millions rolling out, and I was screaming, oh my God.
Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, sports lovers. Our women are actually making us proud in all categories. The Tigress in Ivory Coast made us proud yesterday, beating Mozambique, I beg your pardon, in their second group game. That match ended 65-54. And we have one lady that is so great, talking about Aneke, the MVP in 2019 Afro basketball, and this time around he stole most of the points, scoring 16 points and also making 6 saves for the Tigress. Now, that winning has actually helped them to automatically qualify for the quarterfinals of the ongoing Afro basketball in Ivory Coast. We've gotten all the quarterfinalists. The 8 teams are already set. We have Ivory Coast, Mali, Uganda, Nigeria, all qualified from their groups, and they're also expecting the playoff that will take place on the 30th of this month to know who and who that they'll be facing in the quarterfinal stage. And it's actually a very great one. While they are also processing it, they are 4-time champions. They are also successful when it comes to Afro basketball in Africa, female basketball. Their male folks are also preparing for August, when the Afro basketball for men will kick off in Rwanda. So let's see how it pans out for the Tigress. The female folks that are doing us proud for now, and we're expecting the male to get prepared very well for their upcoming continental tournament that will be taking place in Rwanda next month. Now, away from there, let's talk about football. The Super Falcons yesterday got money raining on them from every nook and cranny. Apart from having this special handshake with the president of Nigeria, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, he gave them so much money, so much money. You talk about $100,000 US each. $100,000 US. If you convert it to naira, we are looking at over 100 million naira each of them. And then apart from that, he also gave them a full furnished 3-bedroom apartment in the Renewed Hope Estate in Abuja, each of them. And then the Governors Forum also gave each of them 10 million. This is, is culminating. And then finally, you also have their male folks just trying to pat them on the back, talking about Trust Ekong, Awoni, Balogu. All of them also contributed, to give them a whopping sum of 25 million naira. So you find out that these guys, this is the ones that we know, this is the ones reported. I know they have some secret money that they've gathered just for winning the African Women's Nations Cup. For the 10th time is very, very historic. And one person that is exceptional, talking about Assistant Ashola, she has been honored with the OON. Now it will not be OON again, because there's going to be an upgrade. From OON now, she will be honored with MON. So others will have OON. So anytime we see Assistant Ashola and we want to address her, what you address her to be MON. You have to add MON, or it will be a total embarrassment for Assistant Ashola. And then not just that. After the tournament, CAF brought out their best 11. And Nigeria Super Falcons produced more numbers than any other team that participated in that tournament. Who are they? You have Nnadozie, the goalkeeper, that won the best goalkeeper. You have Jebade, you have Michel Alozie, and also S. Okoronkwo, the biggest bride. Remember, she was the woman of the moment as Nigeria defeated Morocco in the finals of the African Women's Nations Cup, which is also a very wonderful outing for Nigeria. Till date, that match has been tagged to be Miracle of Rabat. And whenever you mention Rabat, you mention, you know that we are talking about Morocco. So the Nigerian Super Falcons, they are still enjoying themselves, having fun. With the monies ahead today, they will also have their internal party somewhere in Abuja. You know, I think the federal government is also footing the bills for them to be enjoying. I congratulate them sincerely, and I just believe this also will, the guys will also take, you know, away from that and also make us proud when they do their qualifiers later this year. So away from Nigeria, Super Falcons, let's talk about the Lionesses of England. Remember, they won the Euro 2025, beating Spain on penalties after the match ended 1-1. Now they have arrived Britain, and today they're expected to do their parade. And you can imagine English parade, how it looks like. So it's actually going to be colorful. The Prime Minister of England will be there, talking about Starmer, will be there to congratulate them. The Deputy Prime Minister Shani also will be there to congratulate them, and then also the Minister for Sports will be there to congratulate them. This is the second time consecutively lifting that title, showing fully well they are the dominants when it comes to female football in Europe. So let's see how it pans out. And UEFA has already released their best 11. And your guess as good as mine. They also produced the highest number alongside with Spain in that best 11. If you ask me, I don't think that list was incorrect at all. The best legs were selected. I saw the list this morning, and I was so happy with how that list showed a lot of transparency. Anyways, that's all about that. Then for the Nigeria Professional Football League, bring you back home again. The fixtures have been released, and the league is set to start in August 20th. Rangers have gotten their first game. They were playing against Khalifa FC of Kun Khalifa FC of Imo State, the newly promoted club from the NLL to the MPFL. Some people said it's actually a very soft, very easy fixture for Enugu Rangers, one-time defending champions. But I'm saying it's not easy. You cannot actually predict football until the last blast of the whistle. So that's when you say, okay, these people will win or these people will not win. But the fixtures so far, they're ready, and we're actually waiting for Enugu Rangers to announce their stadium where they will be hosting their home matches. I know in the coming days that announcement will be made. But for the fixtures, we're all getting ready because leagues across the world will be starting by August. August is just a few days to go, and we can't wait to start seeing wonderful, fine, quality football across the world in various leagues. Now, away from there, let's talk about boxing. Anthony Joshua is on the news again. He said he will be resigning or retiring from boxing this year. Wow. He's 35. I believe he still has some time. Last year in 2024, he got defeated by Debois, and this year he has a fight by September. I think after that fight, he's going to be throwing in the towel and then retiring from boxing. But let's see how it pans out. Like Asat Oshola has debunked yesterday that she is not retiring. Maybe this one, I presume, is going to be a rumor, because I love Anthony Joshua. He is our own. Each time he wins the game, he comes back to Nigeria and rejoices with us. He's proud being in Nigeria. So retiring from boxing, that means we now have a prominent, boxer in the world of boxing. So I'm actually not so happy that he mentioned that he'll be retiring, this year. But after his September fight, let's see how it goes. Maybe he will change his mind or sustain his decision of throwing the towel and then leaving the gloves. I don't know who again is going to hand the gloves. In fact, in one of the interviews, he praised his managers and told them that since 2012 he got signed into that label and they've made him a champion. But this time around, he's ready to leave the space for another person to become a champion like him. But I still want him to, I wish he will listen, he will hear, he will see this video. I really want him to stay put. because I enjoy seeing him fighting, even though he lost last year. Anyway, that's all for my sports updates now. But make sure you join me 11:30 today for more detailed, comprehensive sports program on this station. So now back to Amaka and Faith.
Yeah.
You ladies are dealing with
a lot of money. Do you know, I actually punched my calculator now. These girls are rich. They are made for a really long time.
When he said 100, I think that was $100,000 each. That is, he said 100 million naira each.
Oh my God.
Over 100.
Over 100, because dollar range should be about 1.5 something.
So
now.
Imagine I played that much. Imagine I was one of the when he said that, say imagining I was one of the footballers.
If wishes were horses, both of us would be on one horse by now, right?
Definitely. Imagine I was one of the. It's just that I'm not someone who really enjoys sports activity, but just imagine I was one of those footballers. I wouldn't. Gideon would be like, Maka, how far now? What's up?
But you know the interesting thing. Even though money is money, these ladies are already made. You can imagine Rashida Adibade that plays for Atletico Madrid, how much she earns every week.
Okay.
Astat Oshola, 4-time African champions. You know how much
those ladies are cashing out.
She played for Barcelona. You are talking about Ashley Prompter, the UK born. She has money. This money, and she did it in pounds. And I think that's why the president has.
Okay, that one is in pounds.
Yes, now. No, I'm saying the $100,000. The 100,000 is in dollars. But these guys are earning in euros and pounds.
Yes, not.
They are all earning. I'm talking about Michelle Alozie, the US base.
And I got to find out she's a medical doctor.
She's cashing out.
She's cashing out big time. Generational wealth.
These monies are just maybe if they are going home, most of them will even donate to charity.
Sure.
But those people that have their families here back home, they will just, when they are going home, they will say, Mommy, just take this.
Manage 50 million.
Oh my God. I failed also to tell you that the players got $100,000 US. But the technical bench, all of them got $50,000 US. So apart from the players that cashed out big time, the technical bench, led by Justin Madugo, that's the new coach, also got $50,000 US. Big money for. That's why a lot of parents now are buying boots. When they give birth to their child at the age of 7, 8, 9,
they don't register them in the football academy.
So I could go to all the academy, all academy pitch in the
children are there.
But I remember when our parents used to flog us, don't play ball. I don't want my daughter looking like a man. Now they don't care if the daughter looks like a man.
My dad had to say he's coming to school to warn my coach, so that I won't join for any sports again. My mom was like, don't worry, let me handle it. And my mom is like, she's a guidance and counselor, so she knows how to relate to people. And she came in her tracksuit and like rubbed minds with my coach in a nice way that no one will feel bad. But right now, I'm sure my dad is like, I wish we just let this girl continue. So it practically killed but my younger brother is still a basketballer till now, and that brings me to my next point. So you mentioned something about Anthony Joshua being the only person we have that will say, oh, this person is a legend in the world of boxing. So these celebrities, these sporty guys that are out there, how about if they come back home to scout?
I think they do it. Anthony Joshua actually came down and set up a kind of little academy. Boxing has, people feel indifferent with boxing. Because of personally, I don't like boxing. I don't. I feel some people are just inflicting pain,
especially
just to get money. Because when I watch them, I see blood. I know all sports are risky. They are risky, but my problem is, boxing, somebody will be hitting you, somebody that will be 75 kg, somebody that will be,
collecting straight punches.
Like, straight punches, even though they have rules. But most times you see them. You see Mike Tyson. Till date, when you see him, you see these guys, they are malfunctioning. Because you have to do with the brain. This head is not protected. Those professional boxers don't have protection on their head. And somebody will be hitting them. You can imagine that. Just a small slap on your face sometimes
you
can
see
give
that.
There's actually a sport like that. There's actually a sport like that. You stand. There was one that happened to somebody. I think the person's dentition fell off.
One funny thing, I saw one sport. I didn't think is actually very appropriate. I don't know whether it's appropriate to actually discuss it. It's called breast bows.
What's
Sports. One Chinese won gold medal on that. We're not going to talk about. I know a lot of people are.
I just had to fold my arms. I was ready to.
I'm waiting to hear.
Like, I want to know what that's about.
So the thing is,
I can't remember. Everyone are looking at to find out what I mean by breast.
the thing is, I like how the Super Falcons are being celebrated, right? I like the whole presidential handshake, the money allocation, and all
houses.
that. But how well do they celebrate or encourage the younger teams? That's where this is a heartfelt discussion for me, because I know, for example, Nigerian Basketball Association, how strong is it?
Anyway, they are already in for basketball, the Tigers, they're already on the tournament in Ivory Coast. The guys are also preparing for Rwanda later next month. They will be in. But all I know is that Nigeria like identifying with success.
Okay, then let's encourage success. That's my point exactly.
I'm not just
with the younger generation.
Yes, with the younger
I'm
people.
not beefing the footballer as a sportsman. I think we'll also go to the academics. We'll also go to other things. I was surprised a first class, the best graduating student, I don't want to mention the name, got 50,000 naira as prize money. The best graduating
first class graduate.
Yes, the best. I'm not saying first class. First class is just there.
In a higher institution.
Overall best.
In a higher institution.
I don't want to mention the school.
50,000 naira. You know, I actually need to understand what
that's what I'm saying. So a footballer, and I think that's the drift now. Major drift. People are not taking their words to lesson classes now. They are taking them to the field. So it's a big drift. I think we should celebrate all around, across board. We celebrate them. Best graduate student, those people that are in technicians, if they have innovations, great ideas, should be celebrated. So that the younger ones will know, there is celebration in success, there is celebration in achievement.
And there's a future for them.
Yeah, there is a future for them. So let's say Tinubu has done well. That money is when I heard it. I watched the ceremony live. When I heard, first of all, it was 3-bedroom furnished apartment in an estate, and then the honor ON. And when he mentioned that money, $100,000 in naira equivalent to each and every player, I said, wow.
The thing is, I'm very excited, but I'm not so impressed. I'm not even going to lie. Because if time is not taken, this is where it ends. And then we're waiting for the next win, and the next win, and the next win. But then we're not exactly making our bed the way the new generation or the younger ones now will lie on it and continue to, to flow in this success, moving forward. So that's where
I'm begging the Super Falcons, when they pay them that money, let them tell Nigerians. Because Nigerian government, they are always fond of making promises. It took them time to pay their logistics.
You can imagine.
Because they're already into semi-finals and finals when it was instructed, the president instructed that the allowances and their logistics
should be paid to them.
So you can imagine.
Just as an incentive or encourage them, motivate them to play the final. So not just carrying a microphone to make promises of it, and people will clap for them, shout. I don't know whether it's political statement or not. The Super Falcons should do us a duty, to also let Nigerians know that these monies are being paid.
In other countries, I feel like, they actually go back to scout the younger ones, right? China does that. Some other countries actually do that. But in Nigeria, it's rare. We actually have people from other countries who are interested in our stars here or in our talents here and then scout them. When we have all it takes, imagine we have $100 million to distribute to the Super Falcons, but then our academies are suffering. These guys go for their competitions or their tournaments and they're not well catered for. So that's something to actually look into. That's why I say I'm very excited, that we have this win, but I'm really not impressed. So the government can actually do better and channel their energy to the correct things while we continue to maintain our goals and our celebrations.
Oh yes, we've seen it. Nigeria is all about self-development. Nobody's going to help you go to the top. You climb alone to the top. When you get to the top and you achieve, then everybody will celebrate you. But when you're waiting for anybody or somebody to come help you climb, my dear, you're on your own. Or your is your case.
That's crazy. All right, thank you, Gideon. I always love your energy for sure. And the sports scene is never dull. And we'll keep bringing you more all week long. Stay ahead. What's making headlines across the country this morning? We'll go on a short break and we'll be right back.
Still here on Sunrise on Aneke TV. Right about now, it's time to see what newspaper headlines are for us today. I'll be going through the Sun and the Guardian newspapers. So starting off, we will look at what the headlines on the Sun newspaper says this morning. And the banner headline there says, why Peter Obi won't go back to PDP. ADC spokesman Abdullahi, this is credited to ADC spokesman Abdullahi, why Peter Obi won't go back to PDP. The next one there says it will be Lukman Ekonga and two others gives 42 million naira to Super Falcons for WAFCON victory. It will be Lukman Ekonga and two others gives 24 million naira to Super Falcons for WAFCON victory, and that's actually the conversation we just had.
Money is raining.
Definitely
raining. We'll see more money. Raining. We just have 5 players, male folks, giving the money. I know others. We also want to, make their names heard. It will not be only Trust Second, William Aina, and Balion Balogu. They want other names will also
definitely
come up. I know the likes of Osimhen, the likes of Osimhen, we also want his name to be heard. This guy is somebody that will be collecting, when the season starts, 300,000 euros every week. Every Thursday, the account, you will get a lot of 300,000 euros. You can imagine somebody getting a lot of 300,000 euros every week. My dear, calculate it 4 by 300 every month.
Money.
Oh my God. All right. So I think money continue raining. And another thing that I wanted to make mention is these guys are using psychology black psychology to psych a lot of political onlookers. When Abdullahi said that P2B will not be going back to PDP. I don't think they've held any secret meeting or
I don't think
any
so.
Secret talk where P2B has said he will not go back to the PDP.
I think everyone is. I don't know why everyone is looking out for Peter Obi this time around.
He's the pride.
He's a star.
He's the pride.
He's a star of the show.
And because when you come to the south, the rain is still, in the south.
Yes.
So when it comes to the south, you have P2B and Tinubu. Amadu Sharif in one of the stations yesterday in an interview said the only thing that will make Ahmed Bola Tinubu not to win the election is 1, if he did not contest. 2, if there will be no election in 2027. Now, some another people are saying P2B is the main person to actually contest against Tinubu. So for now, P2B is a member of Labour Party. He has not come out openly to say, leaving.
He has left Labour Party
even
for
though
ADC.
PDP is wooing him.
Yes.
They've come out openly to say they are begging him, or rather they are trying to win him to come back to PDP.
Yeah.
And you still have other parties all secretly looking forward for P2B to come. Remember, this is a man that has, when you want to talk about not just hypocrites, this is a man that has real, followers, encapsulated in one name called obedience.
Exactly.
So, I know if this man is moving, he also be moving with those people.
His army keeps moving with him.
They're already there mobilizing themselves. So they know he has an army. He has an army, not just political army. They are just real civilian armies.
Yes.
So I just believe some people will just be using black psychology to psych him. I know Toby is a very resilient person. He wouldn't want to just listen to all those shenanigans. He will want to just stay put and watch until when it is time. Because I know he's going to make a very sound kind of groundbreaking announcements.
Okay, well, definitely we can't wait for Peter Obi. And then more of the riders, we have soldiers kill 2 terrorists, arrest 11 others, recover weapons in offensive against insurgents. And I'll take one more. Police arrest lady for stabbing boyfriend to death over cheating allegation.
Oh my God, who is that? Who does that? Somebody say that Aneke can do that. Aneke, please.
No, excuse you? You don't say that on national TV.
I know Aneke cannot do that.
No. We actually talked about this before we came on the show. What I said was, if you cheat on me, if you have money, I will make sure I take money and make investments. After making my investment, then I'll leave you. But if you don't have money, I will leave you.
You are not the big cheat.
Peace of mind.
Because why will you cheat? Why will you cheat on me in the first place?
Peace of mind is paramount.
Very important.
I can't explain it. If you know that you can't stay where you are, leave. Just leave peacefully.
That's the case.
Live peacefully and try to enrich your life. Try to enrich
and even
yourself.
If you don't want to live at the instant, why committing murder? Did you think
you commit murder and you spend the rest of your life behind bars, or probably
we are not born
hanging
on the same day. It wasn't even the same placenta that produced the both of you. So why would you murder somebody because he or she cheated? If the person wants to cheat, it's the person's own problem.
Yes, cheating is an individual thing.
You can find other ways to hit back if you want to hit back, but committing murder or hurting the person, like physically, no, that one is a big no for me. You can take my advice if you want to.
Anyway, I think it's a big cheat. If somebody cheats on you, and the best thing is, if you can take it, you can reconcile and stay put peacefully.
Thank you.
If you kill the person, you're going to be in prison, and you are inflicting, you just
hurt yourself.
You just hurt yourself more. So if you can work out of a relationship and find peace.
Exactly.
And find peace. Let me tell you, those days in school, I wrote one particular short write-up on our magazine called The Separation Time. It's actually very painful. Something must bring about separation.
Yes,
it's not permanent. Life, relationship, whatever
even marriage.
The marriage is not permanent. Death can cause separation. Infidelity can cause separation.
Yes.
And then maybe consciously you are tired of the whole shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for using the word shit here. National. You can just get tired and said you want to leave the relationship, you want to leave the marriage. So it's very, very painful because you always have those memories, all lingering around your membranes, all subconscious. Each time you remember good times, you remember bad times, the spice of life. So instead of stabbing a person, okay, look at this lady now. And if God not on her side, the victim dies, she's going to be in prison.
She stabbed him to death. Okay. That's what the headline said.
Okay, so that means she's going to be on trial for a very long time.
Even before she's being sentenced.
Her life on standstill. And then if she is sentenced to life imprisonment or maybe hanging or killing, No, who does this herself
The thing is,
so much bad.
And the most painful part is that this lady will still be someone in her prime. She will
Most
still be
likely.
someone in her prime.
The thing is, just like Gideon said, seasons come and seasons go.
Oh, yeah,
People
that's
come and people go.
Exactly.
In everything, it's just you that remains.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's
just
true.
love yourself. Love yourself with everything and all
Self-love
the
is very
energy in
important.
you.
Trust me, if you love yourself, no matter, even if someone cheats on you a million times, you know you're not even going to feel like somebody is hurting you, because you're like, okay, enjoy yourself. And once you lose your, because and once you love yourself, you know that your peace is very important.
Yeah.
At some point, you just be like, why am I wasting my time with this person? You keep cheating over and over and over again, and I keep forgiving, and you keep hurting my mental health. I would just walk away.
Because I'm pretty sure that's not the first time. It can't be
Honestly.
the first time she's experiencing
Yeah,
that
it may
with
not
the
even
said
be.
boyfriend.
Maybe he's been doing it consistently, and this one really got to her, and she raged out of anger, got whatever it is she used, and she unalived the
I
young
also
man.
saw one story. It's not just about the female folks being cheated on. I saw one story sometime last year. You know, the guy shot the girlfriend. But not shooting. I think he butchered the girlfriend.
Oh wow!
You know, because the girl cheated. I don't know why people should be highly temperamental towards that. You know, this person is not your life or your blood. I don't
So,
know.
you know,
I don't know.
that is where people, these things like this happen when you tie your happiness around someone else.
No, but that's what
When
it
you
should be.
build
Hold on.
your
Naturally.
happiness
No,
around someone else.
let's not sell this philosophy. You know, that's what it should be. This person is your friend. This person should be a kind of source of happiness to you.
You just said source of happiness.
Yeah.
Even the Bible says, love your neighbor as you
you
love yourself.
So you should
So
first
the
of
love
all
for
make your own
yourself.
self.
No, you have to love yourself. You have to love yourself. But when you have, like you said, you shouldn't tie your happiness around. No, their first love is paramount. But first, when you say you don't, that means there is a clause. That means there is little trust. You know, and this is what we are selling. And unfortunately, the environment is becoming so toxic that that relationships.
Yeah, this generation
are not
and
built-
relationship are just,
You know,
they're not working
I don't
together.
know whether it's becoming transactional. I don't know whether it's just for the moment. We are
Yeah,
just
you have a
holding
strong
down,
point.
just to hold down for some time. You know, because you don't want to be a loner. You don't enjoy solitude, so people will just get somebody.
No, I think in
on
some
board,
cases people
but-
are actually scared of being alone. There are people who are scared because when they think of being alone, waking up in the morning, or in fact, I think in most cases people are just scared of being alone. They
Like, I
don't-
don't even, you want us to dwell on
No,
this
no,
relationship.
no, no. Let's leave it. I think we should just leave. Let's leave this conversation for off camera.
Yeah, off camera.
Okay, we'll move on to the next newspaper headline we'll be looking at today. We're looking at the headlines on the Guardian newspaper. The banner headline there says, Kano declares hepatitis a major health burden amid 1.2 million infections. Kano declares hepatitis a major health burden amid 1.2 million infections. And yesterday was Hepatitis
Day.
Awareness Day, right?
Yeah.
And Faith had a lot of things to say about hepatitis. She had a lot to say. So just in case you do not know your status, it's advisable you go to any hepatitis testing center, you go, or a laboratory, go get yourself tested, go get yourself checked, and then if you can afford it to go, you also get your vaccines, to get vaccinated. I think you
Yeah.
said hepatitis B has to go through 3 different vaccinations.
yes.
So go for testing. If you're negative, if you're positive, whichever one, but make sure you get vaccinated
Yes.
against hepatitis. And we'll take the riders. We have Tinubu within right to drop Shetima or not in 2027, says Modu Sheriff. Another one, the next one says the case for independent financial regulation, new FRC Act. The last one, though there are many of them, but we'll just take a few of the headlines. And the last one here says, NMA, that's the Nigerian Medical Association's threatened strike, rules exit of 30 doctors in Chigawa. So this is a case of when I actually saw this, I was like, okay, so what's going on with the doctors this time around? And it turned out that the doctors are actually protesting. They are planning to go on a 30 day strike because I think there was a 19-point agenda given to the government for them to implement, and nothing has been done about it. So they give the government 21 days, and if it's not being carried out, they will go on a 30-day compulsory strike.
30 days is 1 month.
30 days.
You can imagine when lifesavers are on strike, the hospitals are empty.
That's crazy.
And you have a lot of patients.
It's crazy.
Some people on emergencies.
That's crazy.
The CTU is, is filled to the brim, and the doctors are on strike.
Yes.
Anyways, for the doctors, they might be on strike on government facilities,
but not in the private
but they have their own private centers,
yes,
where they work.
But then not everybody can afford it.
Who can afford it? Who can afford it?
It's usually so expensive.
Yeah, usually very expensive. And you see, where is this thing happening? In Jigawa. Where is it happening in Jigawa?
Jigawa. That's in the north. I think in Lagos it was 3 days. I think they wanted
a 3-day warning strike.
Yeah, 3 days warning strike.
This is a state that is known to have a prevalent of so many, cases, health cases. They cannot just declare hepatitis as an emergency health case in the north. And talk about Jigawa, and some people are saying the doctors there will be on strike. Do you know that at the time when we were on service, when we are doing our youth service, some of our colleagues that in the north, like that Jigawa, like those Katsina, their doctors are celebrated because most of their what is it called? These small hospital units, they don't have doctors.
At all.
When you go there, you see just midwives.
Sure.
But no doctor. And doctors, I know Jigawa people, they don't have more rich, a lot of rich people that will be accessing this private.
Yes.
And I know they have more of the poor guys. I'm not saying Jigawa is poor, but I know you have more of the poor population, and who cannot access the private hospital. And the doctors are planning to go on 30 days. I think it should be a state of emergency on that particular issue, that they have to treat it with utmost importance to save lives.
That has to be like a matter of urgency.
Even the government hospitals have not even cheap now.
They are not cheap.
No, they are not.
Cheap.
They are not.
And then comparing what the other people are doing,
imagine getting hospital
offices.
card. How much would they get for the hospital card and have to pay for doctor consultation? There is a fact.
Who has the money?
That's a very big question. All right, and that's all we have for you on the newspaper review today. Don't just stop at the headlines. You can pick up your copy or head online for the full scoop. We're going to break now, quick break, then we'll shift gears to something lighter. Yeah, so what the world is celebrating today with Faith Wins as they stay tuned to Sunrise on Aneke TV.
You're still watching Sunrise on Aneke TV, and it's our most anticipated part of the show. Here's what's being celebrated around the world this Tuesday. Today, the world celebrates Rain Day. So here's something little and fun and unexpected on our calendar today, July 29, and that's the rain day. Now, I know you may be thinking we're experiencing a lot of rains here in Nigeria, especially in the southeast during this time of the year. I mean, I'm always with my umbrella, and before I got an umbrella for this season, don't worry, this rain dealt with me. So I'm sure you're wondering, why do we have to celebrate the rain day? What's the big deal? Well, Rain Day actually started in the small town of Waynesburg in Pennsylvania in the United States. Over 100 years ago, a legend has it, a local pharmacist noticed that for some strange reasons, it always seemed to rain on July 29, and it was actually his birthday. Every single year it rained on July 29. So he started tracking it, and sure enough, year after year, the rain would show up on the exact date. Eventually, the whole town caught on and turned it into a little celebration. Even when he died, his brother continued to mark the rain day on July 29. And today, the rain day is marked in different parts of the world as a fun way to appreciate the beauty and the rhythm of rainy days. For me, rain is not exactly my most favorite season. That's because, let's just say, I'm easily irritated, when you're walking on the road. But that's because of where I find myself in Nigeria, of course. Where
where the road is not fine.
Yeah, the road is not fine, exactly. Maybe it's muddy or there's a lot of dirt on the road and all of that. But what do you guys think about the rain?
Well,
raining season?
As for me, the rain, I love it when it's raining at night. Now, let me just take you guys into a scenario. Imagine on a Saturday morning where you don't have to go to work, and then it's chill now, Gideon chill, and then
Amaka is taking us through a lot of dreams today.
Then it's cloudy, like really cloudy, and imagine you have trees everywhere, right? You hear that, and I don't know if you know pine tree, the whistle tree that when it winds you hear. Aha! And now you're listening to that, the wind and everything, cloudy skies and windows are flapping.
Sounds good.
And then the next thing, on your zinc. I love that sound. Trust me, that is the perfect time I get to rearrange myself on the bed. Then I get my pillows cozy. Then under the duvet, voila.
Gideon is looking sleepy already.
I'm already sleeping. Anyways, I know you always want to. You just told us what will happen outside, and then you just made a sketch of the scenario of what will happen inside. You know, the rest are just for you. Anyways, for rain, I have to come in different categories. One, rain is actually good for our food production.
It is.
Everybody is very, very important. If there are no rainy season, that means we will not have anything to eat. We always pray for rain, to come. Now, rain also beautify our environment by making our grasses
greener,
very lushy. Where I reside now, when we come there, I met that I met that comment yesterday. Actually a very lushy, ground, grass with trees. The mountain. So rain is also a beautifier.
It is.
And then rain also makes our environment clean. If we have a very good drainage system, you see that when it rained heavily, wake up in the morning, you see our gutters neat, very neat.
True.
And then it's also a cleaner for our roofs. It's also a cleaner for
cleans
our
the
roofs.
roofs.
Some people have a water collector, that takes water into their reservoir. Now the first rain comes to clean the roof. Then subsequently, you see the rains. The collector collects good rain, maybe for usage. You see, we can't underestimate the power or the importance of rain. If there are no rains, my dear, we'll all get dried up and we'll die.
Drought.
So rain is very, very important. And it's actually very important that we celebrate rainy day.
I like the angle that Gideon just spoke about, because that actually ushers me into the next part of what I have to say about this day celebration. So beyond the folklore, Rain Day reminds us of how important rain actually is. So for the environment, for farmers are always anticipating this time of the year. And then for clean water, of course, and even for our mental health. You know, just like we earlier stated, that peace of mind is everything.
Yeah.
Peace of mind is so important. So believe it or not, the sound of the rain has been proven to reduce stress, improve sleep, and calm anxiety. So that's it. You know, it's called nature's white noise. That's the sound of the rain is referred to as nature's white noise. For me, whenever I want to sleep, like take a nap in the afternoon whenever it's too noisy and it's difficult for me, I just go on YouTube and then I browse, you know, I search for a rain sound. I have one on standby on my downloads. I just put it near my ears and then I sleep off for probably like 2 hours. It's supposed to be a short nap, but then I take deeper sleep. So yeah, it's, you know, a very relaxing sound. And so how to celebrate the rain day? This one is very important. If it's raining where you are, step outside, of course with an umbrella. I'm not going to say run under the rain because of cold.
Yeah, so I will run under the rain. I won't go with an umbrella.
Okay, I know for sure you will not.
Me?
Yes, you
I
will
still
not.
do it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I still do it.
If it's raining where you are, step outside with an umbrella, of course, or maybe like Amaka without an umbrella, maybe in light clothes, but that should be really brave, and just enjoy it. Feel the breeze, breathe in that fresh rain smell, and it's called petrichor. That's what the smell of the rain is called, by the way. And if it's not raining where you're at, no problem, of course. Just grab a cup of coffee or tea, throw a cozy movie, or listen to some relaxing rain sound online. That's another way to experience or celebrate the day. And you can also use today to learn more about water conservation, right? Teach your kids about the water cycle or plant something in your garden. The rain will thank you.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So if you're feeling really playful like Amaka Neji this morning,
Like me,
join the online fun by sharing your rainy moments using the hashtag rain day. Amaka, please jump on this one.
Hashtag rain day. And I'm going to hashtag my video with me playing under the rain. So just put it rains today so that you see me hashtagging under the rain.
So use the hashtag rain day. So whether you're dancing in the rain, maybe you're reading by the window, or just trying to stay dry on your way to work, today is a perfect reminder that sometimes the best thing we can do is just slow down and let the rain fall. So that's it for me. And on the international or global observance on what's on the calendar today. So whether you're trying to channel your energy or you're trying to listen to the rain, just make today a vibe practically. And that's where we leave you for today's episode of Sunrise on Aneke TV. Thanks for waking up with us. It's always a joy to have you with us in the studio. I am Faith Wins Ezzy.
And we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same station, with more stories, weather moments, and morning magic. Stay dry, stay bold, and stay kind. Remember to follow us on all our socials at Facebook, Instagram, X, and right here on YouTube, all at Aneke TV. See you on Wednesday, and that's tomorrow. Bye for now.
ekene gị daalụ maka isonyere anyị na nke izu a ọkwa oge nzukọ ụmụ nwanyị mgbe anyị na-akarị mgbe anyị na-akpa maka ọdịmma anyị maka ọdịmma ezinụlọ maka ọdịmma ọha obodo abụ m Ngozi Ọtahumele na nke izu a ihe anyị na-eji ineba anya bụ oche a ụmụ nwanyị na-asịsị debelụ ha ebe a na-eme iwu ọ bụrụ ndị oyibo asị gị nọ reserved seat ịjụ ọnụ m oche a na-asịsị debelụ ha kedu ihe a ga-eji wee mee kedu uru ọ bara obodo enye ụmụ nwanyị oche dịka ha si ana n'ebe a na-emebi iwu kedu uru ọ ga-abala anyị onwe ntụnye ha ga-atụnye ihe ndị a niile ka anyị na-eje n'anya naanị ihe ị ga-eme bụ sonyela anyị gee ntị mgbe anyị ga-akpasị ị ga-amụtali otu ihe uru ọ bara na-enyere ụmụ nwanyị oke dịka ha si ana ndị mụ na ha na-eji ineba anya n'okwu anụnwa bụ site n'aka ekpe m onye isi na-achịkọta ụmụ nwanyị na-ekwu otu e ga-esi wee tụ ụtụ tụnye n'obodo ya bụ ihe a na-akpọ League of Women Voters of Nigeria nke Enugu o wee bụrụ Sylvia Abana ọkwa onye ọkaiwu ka ọ bụ barista iwu Sylvia anyị na-asị gị nnọọ na nke taa
ndewo onye isi oche daalụ rinne
onye ọzọ anyị na ya sokwe na nke taa wee bụrụ onye sokwe na League of Women Voters of Nigeria bụ Precious Igwegbe Precious anyị na-asị gị na nnọọ na nke taa
ndewo
ama m na ịbụ ha barista ịma mpụti etumi daalụ rinne m ga-ebido ebe ị nọ barista Sylvia o nwee ihe ụmụ nwaanyị na-ana ha si nọọsụ nye ha oke a dị otu a ụfọdụ na-asị nọ 76 ụfọdụ na-asị nọ amarọ m n'ọdụ kedu ihe bụ ihe a ụmụ nwaanyị na-asịsị nye ha
daalụ rinne onye isi oche ihe ụmụ nwaanyị na-ekwukwanụ ka enye ha bụ ihe a na-akpọ reservation of seats ya ka a reserve particular seats for them ya edobela ha ma na nke a bụ nke ụmụ nwanyị and a na-akpọ ya ikwu onye n'oyibo enwe nọmba enyere asị na ha 74 seats in the parliament ya ka enwe this reservation mana na sovereign ya enwe ofu oche from each state so ịgbakọ ọnya ọ bụrụ 36 states of the federation including FCT nyanwanyere ya 74 anwa so a reserve ọlụghị ya na senate a reserve kwa alụghị ya na steeti so steeti na house of reps ha nwaghị ewepụtacha ụmụ nwanyị from their different parties ha contest for a na-ayọ for 35% affirmative action anyị ka nọkwala ebe anyị nọ ụmụ nwoke our patriarchal nature nya nọọsụ ụmụ nwoke nwere ebe niile and our cultural background omenani abịa na-relegate ụmụ nwanyị to the background a na-agba mbọ achieve 35% a mana okwero achieve agbago ike na-ekwu agbadata ewelu m House of Assembly Enugu wee nye example even 74 seat a olutukwa even na House of Assembly abịa na House of Assembly a ga-enweta 3 women from each senatorial zones so one senatorial zone ga-ewepụtakwa ofu nwanyị one senatorial zone ewepụtakwa ofu nwanyị so all the 3 senatorial zone nji Enugu enye example ga-ewepụta ụmụ nwanyị 3 ya represent kwa ha na House of Assembly and also ụmụ nwanyị ga-azọkwa position anwa ịghọtago ụmụ nwoke ama eso ha wee contest ya chacha ụmụ nwanyị from different political parties ga-azọkwa nke House of Assembly so onye o ji wee dị mma bụ na ka anyị makene ma ị ga-achieve women representation with this style maka na since a na-ekwu affirmative action a ekwu na Beijing since anyị gbada ọ dịka a na-ekwu na ụmụ nwanyị mmadụ 3 bata next time ọ bụrụ ofu onye ga-abata ịka na-ekwu masị abata na chacha so ka anyị mee ya otu a ka anyị ma anyị ga-enwe ike achieve that representation maka na ụmụ nwoke ama abịa na-eteki decision for ụmụ nwanyị because ọ bụrụ ha nwa issue ha ma mma ka o si afụ ụmụ nwanyị nwoke amarọ the pain ụmụ nwanyị na-agabiga they can just make policies ha tinye otu ọbụla ha fili na ọ ga-adị mma mana ọ bụ na ngị nwa issue na-eme those policies imam ọ ga-adị in your favor ka ọ na ọ ma adị in your favor so na ọnya nwa ka iji ekwu maka ihe 74 seat a and abịa mee public hearing nya
ka ndị mmadụ bịa kwuo uche ha onye ọbụla bịa kwuo uche gbasalụ ihe ndị a ịmago a na-ekwu maka ya emelie na all the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. So nke Southeast Enugu bụ the hosting state. Emelia on the 4th and 5th of July ya na International Conference Center. Ụmụ nwaanyị wee jupụtakwa n'igwe, ụmụ nwoke jupụtakwa n'igwe maka enwe ndị a na-akpọ ụmụ nwoke na-akwadokwa ụmụ nwaanyị. Anyị sụọ ya n'oyibo anyị kpọọ ha he for she. So ha bịachakwa wee kwado ihe a niile anyị na-ekwu. Good 18 bars nabatakwalụ ihe ụmụ nwaanyị na-ekwu seat in the parliament.
Barrister Sylvia. Ọ pụta na unu chọọ idebezi 35% affirmative ka ọ na nke ahụ onwe ha ebe o jere eje unu ji wee bido si nyezi unu 74 seats.
Nke a nwere ebe o jere eje maka na adọgago ya try anya ngwa ka m gwelu nu House of Assembly Enugu a wee nye gị example. Enwebe ụmụ nwaanyị nọ na House of Assembly ahụ. Emezie last election eme ọ nabụziala ebuo even o nwere some states enwe dị ma ofu nwaanyị fọnụ one ka ha fụ House of Reps dị ka mkpụrụ ịnọ ka ha nọ ebe anwa so enwero the kedafia the difference dị so glaring ịghọtago enwe dị ka o si wee dakọ ebe enwe up to 300 and something ọ bụrụ mkpụrụ mmadụ one bụ ụmụ nwaanyị n'ime ya ị na-ajụzi ka anyị esikwanụ mee iwu ya favor ndị a nọrọ ụmụ nwaanyị marginalize go anyị rinne so anyị chọrọzi ije na mainstream ka anyị jebe ebe ihe na-eme ka anyị soro kwube ife a na-eme ka anyị take even decisions concerning ourselves ka anyị malụ nke ya adị anyị arụ mma mebe n'ianụ so n'ọnya ka anyị ji ayọ ka consider 74 seat a
daalụ rinne kedu ọnụ na unu chọọ ka ọ bụrụ ụmụ nwaanyị bụ ihe nwere kedu ihe ọ pụtara kedu ihe uru ọ ga-abara obodo
ndewo uru ọ ga-abara obodo wee inye ụmụ nwaanyị oche a kwesịrị ka enye ha wụna ọ ga-eweta better governance ihe a na-aga ọfụma because anyị na-anya na families anyị gwuru anyị fọkwa ụmụ nwaanyị si eme ụmụ nwaanyị bụ ndị nchịkọ ụmụ nwaanyị na the caring ha na-care for the children ha na-care for the men so anyị na-ekpokọ ọ ga-enyekwu aka anụ ọnụ ụmụ nwaanyị ha enye their opinion their voices are amplified amas okay na ụmụ nwaanyị dịkwa represented ebe ekwuo ka ha si chọọ ka esi ime atụlekwa ya tinye ya n'ọrụ ọ ga-emekwa democracy ya dị stronger.
Any opportunity is another problem maka na-asị anyị jebe na the other room ya na kitchen n'ebe anwa ka anyị master n'ebe a ka ọnọdụ anyị dị nọ ndị di anyị na ụmụ anyị na isi nne rọpụta ka ezinụlọ anyị nọ ihe anyị master mana ihe anyị na-agwa ha bụ na anyị amastago those ones anyị chọzie master decision making process anyị chọọ master leadership anyị chọọ master ọchịchị maka anyị ama atọ na-agụ ofu ihe otego anyị gụbalị ya anyị agụchaghị ya pịachi akwụkwọ bụrụ prọfeshọnal anyị apasighị ya ọ bụ 100% anyị enweghị ya maka ihe nji si na anyị enweghị ya 100% bụ na ụmụ nwaanyị anyị fụ na-adị multitasking na-agwacha ndị sụlụ oyibo mana ihe ọ pụtara n'Igbo na anyị nwee ike mụrụ anya mechaa anyị nwee ike mee ihe 10 ata ego majik eji eme ya ọtụ ụmụ nwaanyị ọ Chukwu tinyela anyị ya n'ime ndị ọsọ ụmụ nwaanyị ga-emenwu ya nwaanyị ga-akwọ nwa n'azụ na-esi nri na-azụ ụlọ na-eficha ụlọ na-asụ akwa all at a time ịjụọ m ka majik eji eme ya ọ dị inborn it is inborn nwoke ama emenwu ụdị ya so kedu ihe bụ na anyị ama na-ejinwu governance ọkwa ụmụ nwaanyị ka a na-enye ego ọma na-ejie n'ụlọ nwoke nwere ike ome enwe so much money ịma anyị na-ekwu ụmụ nwaanyị a we are talking about capable women nwee capacity ndị nwee ngabasị ịghọtago ndị ọ ga-abụ inye they will deliver maka anyị na-ekwu ya ndị anyị na-ekwu maka ha bụ ụdị ndị dị ka Dora Akụnyere Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala anyị jụrụ eju bala abalụ ịchọọ ha ọ bụ na gọọmenti decide esi anyị kponye ha ụmụ nwaanyị anyị believe that they can work with them ha jụrụ eju bala not just anyhow woman anyị nwere those ones with capacity ndị nwere that capability anyị ekponyeghị ya ha alụba mana our problem bụ na asị anyị jebe na the other room asị na anyị na-abịanwu midnight meeting onye na-ekwu nke anyị abịanwu midnight meeting ndị na-anụcha night vigil kedu ihe bụ na anya mụgide anya na-akọva family anyị mụgide anya na-ekpe nke ụmụ nwanyị na-eke kedu ihe ọkwa na-ekpe dị Nigeria in distress ọkwa na-ekpeti ya so kedu ihe bụ na anyị anyị ga-emenwu midnight meeting ọ bụ na mgbe a ka ọ ga-abụ eme meeting mgbe isi ji ajụ everybody oyi ọ daba kedu onye si na anyị ga-eme ya mefee nya oke na-ajụ maka ya amụ anya ọzọ maka na ihe nji ekwu na anyị ga-eme ya ndị ha makwa na anyị ga-emenwu ya ọ bụ na obodo oyibo ọkwa na even ndị nurses na-ekwu dị even na be anya ndị nurses ọkwa ha na-eje ọlụ abalị nọọsụ na-amụ anya na-monitor patient ya because ọ nwecha ndị na-anọ na critical condition that you need to be monitoring them mana iyi enye ha ọgwụ mgbe dị otu a ịghọtago so kedu ihe bụ ha na-alụcha ụmụ ọlụ anwa niile ọ bụzialụ gọvanance nke anyị na-ekwu okwu ya ka enye anyị ha ga-alụnwu ya ha na-ekwu ha kpachapụzi na anyị sinye anyị ohere a we can deliver anyị ga-emenwu a lot of things and o nwere ọkụ agụnye anyị n'aka na anyụnarị anyị we can do a lot.
Daalụ rinne ọ bụ na ị na-esonyela anyị dịka ha si ekwu ya ama m na ịghọta ebe ụmụ nwaanyị na-eje sọsọ ihe a na-asị bụ na ebe ọ bụ na nwaanyị ga-ekpokọta nwubie dozie ya mụọ anya anyasị nye nwa ala o tete n'ụtụtụ dozie bie kwado ụmụaka nye die nri ọ gịnị kpatara na ọma ndozi nwa obodo ka anyị gbatị ụkwụ ọ bụ na anyị nwụọ mmiri anyị nachita azụ nkata anyị na-aga n'ihu. Daalụ gị bụ onye ọma ka na-esonyela anyị na nkata anyị ihe anyị na-ene anya bụ oche a ụmụ nwaanyị na-asịsị debelụ ha ka ha nwee ike ịbịa tụnye oke ha n'ọchịchị obodo ka obodo wee dị mma amakwa m nọ n'obodo anyị adịrọ mma ama m na-asị ụmụ nwaanyị bata ọ dị mma karịa otu o si wee dị ọ bụrụ na ị na-ege anyị ntị kamgbe anyị na-ekwu okwu a ama m na onweghị ihe baa gị ntị ka ebe m nọ onweghị ihe baa m ntị ka m bịa ebe ị nọ Precious ihe m chọọ ịjụ gị bụ ọ dị gị ka ụmụ nwaanyị otolugo n'asụsụ a niile unu na-asụ na okwu a niile unu na-ekwu kamgbe ka unu nọ n'azụ ụlọ onye nọ n'azụ ụlọ kemgbe enyi ohere ya bịa chi ya ọ dị gị ka otolugo ime
daalụ onye isi oche ụmụ nwaanyị etorugo ime ihe ọbụla anyị etorugo echi anyị etorugo ịnọ na seat a because ịne anya na families anyị like I said earlier anyị amastachago ka esi achịkọ gọvanance ọkwa ịkpọkọta ime ihe ndị kwesịrị ime ka obodo ji wee dị mma. The ability is embedded in us. God enyegwa anyị o gift anyị natara n'aka Chukwu so enye anyị ohere dịka ụmụ nwaanyị onwe nke anyị agaghị eme n'elu Rwanda and the other countries ọkwa ụmụ nwaanyị na-epu weight we are multitasking onwe ihe anyị agaghị emenwu n'ahịa anyị na-ayọkwana nye na anyị ohere a inekwa ihe na-ekenekwa onye isi ala anyị wụ Gọvanọ Peter Mba n'ihi na ọ na-etinyekwa ụmụ nwaanyị n'ihe a na-eme and ụmụ nwaanyị niile o tinyere n'ihe a na-eme ị ga-esokwu mgbe gba mana ha na-eme ọfụma. Honorable Ngozi Eni Gender Affairs Commissioner ọ na-eme ọfụma nke anyị bụ onye otu anyị bụ na ILOV wụ Honorable Princess Obiajuru na-emekwa ọfụma ọtụtụ n'ime ha ma Honorable Commissioner the 4th commissioner in local government Amaka Nweke ọ na-eme ọfụma ọtụtụ n'ime ha so enye anyị ohere a ọ wụ onyinye anyị natara n'aka Chukwu anyị ga-emekwa ọfụma n'obodo anyị n'ime
ihe mana ka ọ na-ekwu barista ị na-ekwe n'isi ọchịchị obodo na nneta ezinụlọ ọ bụ ofu ihe
ọchịchị obodo na nneta ezinụlọ ofu akwa ka ene na nwa ya maka ihe ndị nọkwa n'obodo anwa bụkwa mmadụ ndị nọ n'ezinụlọ bụkwa mmadụ and ụmụ nwaanyị wee nwee ike wee kpọkọtacha ezinụlọ ha ọrọzi from ezinụlọ ka esi apụ ilo ọ ndị anọcha na different ezinụlọ bụ ndị anwa bụ ndị obodo. So na ịchịkọta ihe a niile a na-ekwu, ụmụ nwaanyị ga-eme nwunye mefee nya oke. Ọ bụ na ụmụ nwoke ndị na-ekwu eziokwu ga-agwa gị na inye nwaanyị ihe a na ọ ga-ama how to manage it. Ọkwụnụ mana anyị bụ good managers, anyị bụ good organizers. Nwoke ga-enye nwunye ego, o nwere ike onye anya ọ bụ na o jiri ego n'akpa, ọ sị ya 10,000, onye nwunye esi anya na ego nni for the month, ọ gbụchala onwe ya. Nwaanyị a ga-eji 10,000 a wee mebe ihe dị na ya ka ọ ga-esi mịa ịmarụ majik o ji wee mịa, mana ọ ga-emegide ya mepụta ya ihe ma na-erikwa ezigbo nri. O mee ya saịdị a ọ dị ka erikali ya nke a, o mekwa ya o chenjikwa ịfụ na ego a na ọ ga-emechali ma ova enwe ihe fọ on top. Ị na-ajụ ya how did you manage? O nwego ndị a na-enye ego nri ha weli ya na-esevu wee nye di ha ajọ surprise by na-akpụnye blọkụ na ebe ha nwere anyị. Nwoke amarọdị, o nwego onye mma meli ya, di ya amarọdị, ọ na-etinye blọkụ ọkwa n'ego ọ na-enye ya. And ihe ọ ga-eme bụ o megide ya melu onye to a point. Ọsị nwoke bịa eme na ya nwere ebe a na-eje ejegide apụọ atụọla ya aka si anya na-ekwe ebe a. Nwoke a na-ajụzi kedu ihe ebe bụ ebe a, ọsị ya nọ ụnọ obido lụba ebe ka isi nweta ego n'ọnụ ego anwa ị na-enye ya ka ọ na-akpịchapụta wee na-eme ihe ndị a. A na-elikwu ya ọfụma, mana nwoke chetanụrụ n'echiche ka ọ kpụba blọkụ anwa, mana nwaanyị enego anya si mba, ebe ọ bụ na ọ na-enye m ego ka m na-akpịpụta kene, ọ bụ na ego anụ enye m gote anụ 5,000 ka m na-ego nke 4 ma nke 3 na anyị ga-ama na-eji nwe ya na-esevu 2,000 n'elu ya. So anyị nwechi ụdị ụmụ nwaanyị a. So kedu ihe bụ na anyị ama edozinwu obodo n'enu Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala Okonjo WTO ọ ka achịchakwa na nke ọ na-achị asịkwa ya na ọga. Kedu ihe eji wee si ya chebe ọzọ? Ọkwa na o mere ọfụma, o mere ọfụma. Ọ bụ kọmishọna anyị akịta nke Enugu a Honorable Commissioner Ngozi Eni, she's always on her toes. Kpọnya n'ụtụtụ, kpọnya n'efifie, kpọnya n'abalị, na-enwe ebe enwe gender based violence. Ọ ga-aza ya, ọ ga-agbakwutekwa ọkwa quick response. So ọ pụta echi isi na-akpọkwakwu ya ọzọ na ọma mmekalịa, ọ ga-emekwa kalịa. Inye anyị opportunity, anyị ga-eme kalịa cross all the boundary.
Barrister Sylvia, ke ndị ọdụ ụlọ ka ha ga-anọrọ ụmụ ọkụ a, kedu ndị ọ ga-abụ ha tinye aka ije ewekwa ojije maka otega aka ụnụ nọbara ọgụ a 35% affirmative. Belgium nke nwa nke nwanụ ọ dịka ọ na o nwere adịka na agbasa mmiri na okwute. Kedu ndị ga-enye aka ka okwu a wee bịa na mmezu?
Daalụ onye isi oche, dịka eme public hearing na nke mbọsị ya na 4th na 5th, o nwere kọmitii ndị seti ndị si Abuja anwa wee gbadatakwa tekicha note of ihe ndị a kwuo. Mfa mgbe a na-ekwu maka nke ụmụ nwaanyị a enwe ihe a na-akpọ standing ovation. Ifa before ekwube di ya, ndị kọmitii anwa akwụlugo chairman kwuo si na nke a banyere ọfụma na nke a banye ọfụma na onwegodi ihe ọzọ. Ọrụ nwaanyị mụpụtachala ha, ọrụ ha nwa bụ evidence ụmụ nwaanyị and are doing well. So kedụzi ihe kpata na onye anwa mụpụtara ha ama edu well mana ha nwa amụpụta na edu well? So kedu ihe bụ na ama enye asị na nke a banyere ọfụma? In fact ha ncha niile chorus na ọ banyere ọfụma. So na anyị na-ayọkwa ha lụọ Abuja anwa maka ha ya eme final sitting and hearing. Ha lụkwa Abuja anwa otu a ha si wee kwupụta ya ebe a, ha lụkwa ebe anwa ka ha sikwa otu anwa kwupụta ya. Ma ndị gọvanọ anyị na-ayọkwa ha tụnyebe ọnụ, ma ndị anwa nọ na Senate already, ma ndị anwa nọ na House of Reps already, ma ndị anọ na House of Assembly already, ka ha na-etinyekwa ọnụ. And anyị na-ayọkwa ma ụmụ nwaanyị anyị ka ha jee dọkatakwa akwụkwọ, gbata tiketi, gbata fọm, maka ọ bụrụ inye anyị seat bụ problem. That is why organization NILOV na-encourage ụmụ nwaanyị to be in leadership position. Anyị na-aka achịcha ha young, we go down, anyị na-agbada to primary school, nursery school, catching them young, secondary school, university, ka ọ ga-abụ ha tozie ị na-asị ha bịa were ọchịchị. Ma ha fụ ebe a na-ekwu maka ọchịchị, they will be eager to be part and parcel of ọchịchị anwa. because na ha master go the game ha ịma onye nọ n'isi oche na-achị ọchịchị onwe omume ụfọdụ eme nwee ndị ga-eme so mgbe anwa ha achịkọlụ gị ya n'aka malụ things ha ga na-exhibit ma nke ha eme so that a na-ekwu na onye a bụ onye isi ma na onye a bụ onye ọchịchị ma na onye a bụ nọ na position dị otu a asị mba na ofe itiri ya maka ịma na ị nọ n'ọchịchị onwe ụdị omume ihe emasị onye ọmakwa position ya so ịmalụ position gị ịmalụ ụdị karakta ụdị omume ị ga na-emegacha so that because ndị mmadụ ga na-afụ gị as a model as a mentor onye a na-eṅomi ịbụrụ onye a na-eṅomi so ị na-emekwa ihe ndị mmadụ ya like ị nọ na public ịchịkọnata onwe gị ọfụma ị na-ekwu okwu ị na-mind your words you pick and choose your words ị na-adot your eyes and your teeth ịmago ịpakeji onwe gị ọfụma as onye na-represent ndị mmadụ ka ị nwee ike wee rụọ ọrụ ezighi ebe anwa ọfụma so anyị na-ayọ ndị a dịcha iche iche ma ndị chairman maka ụfọdụ na-eso na-achụ ụmụ nwanyị na ha ma eso na onwere ihe ha ma ha ji manage be homes na ụfọdụ ruo ha agbawa ashawo mana o nwere ajụjụ nna jụ wee na-asị it takes two to tango lọ mmadụ abụọ na-emekọ ihe ọnụ ma agha agba ashawo mmadụ abụọ ga-agbakodo ashawo ihe nna jụ bụ kedu onye ya na ụmụ nwaanyị anwa na-agba dị ashawo ọsọ nwaanyị na-agba nwa ashawo ofu onye ọ na-agba nwa ashawo so ya adịrọ m sure ma ndị mmadụ ka nna ha ajụ so a ga-aza m ya ma ofu nwunye ọ na-agba nwa ashawo ọ bụ na ofu onye ada agba nwa ashawo ada ịbụọ wee na-agba dị ashawo si chọtala anyị onye nke ọzọ anwa so agba ka amalụ onye ya na ya na-emekọ dị ihe so na a na-ekwu na a na-agba ashawo dịka ihe ụmụ nwaanyị ọ bụrụ ya ka anyị na-apụtalụ ndị n'anya ndị a na-asị na a na-agba ashawo ọkwa ha nwaghị ejebe ka epulu onye anwa down o jechezi ọbịa ka mana ọma nkọ maka onwe ya na ọ na-akọ maka nwaanyị ịghọtago so n'ihe anyị na-ayọ biko unu achụzi na anyị rapụ na anyị nye na anyị opportunity nyetu na anyị ohere na anyị ga-emenwukwa n'ihe a unu try anyị ọ bụ na ọ dabazi unu amalụ na anyị ama emenwu mana nye na anyị ohere and ama m na ndị niile position niile enyegoro ụmụ nwaanyị onwero nke ha tele anyị pọtị ha nwale ike ha mee ọfụma mekalịa ndị nke ọzọ eni ha mekalị ndị nke ọzọ eni because na ịbịa na their constituencies na ebe ha si wee pụta a na-ekpupụrụ ha okpu na-erezili ha aka na-asị ha na ha nwaka so biko nyetu na anyị opportunity and ịma 74 seat a ịbịakwa agha amend the constitution and a na-amend the constitution anwa agwago ha na it may not really be permanent. We can run off for like 16 years or 4 cycles of election. Mgbanwe ụmụ nwaanyị agbanyego ngada. Ịghọtago ha kwudozigo ọfụma nwee ma resources, malụ maka governance, malụ ka anyị esi wee mee ihe, malụ ebe ihe si aga ma ka esi emechi ihe ụfọdụ. Ọ bụ ozi nke ịbịa na-akpachapụ ha agbanyego mgbọrọgwụ mgbe anwa. Ọ bụ na ọ dịzikwa na mkpa na ya emeghalịkwa ya after 16 years emeghalị ya mana
ha emeterie asị ha jee nụla anyị
ọ nwere ka ha ghara imete ya dekwu okwu nke na-emetere ya maka na nke niile enye ha oke ha na-emeteti oke nwere ọkụ agụnye ha n'aka nyụnarị ha so na anyị eme mmefu oke
daalụrị nne barrister Sylvia Abana maka isonyere anyị onye isi League of Women Voters of Nigeria Enugu ya na Precious Igwegbe anmasị unu daalụ maka isonyere anyị na nke tata ama m na ka isi wee kwuo onye gị bụ onye ọma sonyere anyị na onwe ihe ịmụta onwe ihe baa gị na ntị ha sịrọsi inye ha oche niile ha si bụ si inye ha ka ha tụnye oke nke ha maka na ụmụ nwaanyị maka esi ekpokote ụmụ nwaanyị maka esi edozi ọ bụ na ha nwere ike idozi ezinụlọ dịka barrister Sylvia si wee kwuo nwaanyị akwọrọ nwa n'azụ ọ na-asụ akwa ọ sụcha akwa o je gbasaa ọ banye ebe a na-esi nri o sie nri o dozie ihe niile na ọ ga-emete nwunye otu a ọ gịnị bụ na amanye ha
ọkwa
ofu oge na ọ bụkwa na o mee nke a taa mee nke ọzọ echi
ofu oge
o wee bụla ebe a ka anyị na-ekpokotie abụ m Ngozi Ọtahụmele sonyekwana anyị mgbe ọzọ anyị ga-anọ na nzukọ ụmụ nwaanyị maka ọdịmma anyị na Aneke TV ga-emesịa
Nigeria Students Legislative Council, Enugu State Chapter, has honored the Chief Executive Officer, CEO, Aneke Television, and online TV in Enugu, Chief Pascal Onyeka Aneke, with a Lifetime Award. The group presented him with an award of recognition and support for his exceptional contributions to youth empowerment, media excellence, and community development. The award was presented to him during the maiden edition of the Council's 2025 Intercampus Debate held at Peaceland University, Enugu. Presenting the award, the President of the Council, Enugu Chapter, Mr. Makata Chukwuma, said the award was a distinguished leadership prize for excellence for individuals who contribute to societal transformation. According to him, there are those who live for the benefit of others and dedicated themselves to the promotion of education, excellence, and good governance. He described Chief Aneke as humble, benevolent personality and a promoter of excellence. He commended him for his dedication to youth empowerment and consistent support to the Council, stressing that the award was to appreciate him for his support to advancement of the objectives of the Council. Mr. Chukwuma urged Nigerians to effect positive change in the society with their substance, talents, and gifts.
Your support for students' development and democratic engagement remains invaluable. This event is not just a debate, it is a celebration of knowledge, dialogue, and civil responsibility. It represents a landmark moment for student legislative leadership across Enugu State and beyond. For the first time in history, student parliaments from universities, polytechnics, and college of education are gathered here not in protest, not in silence, but in intellectual engagement, driven by purpose and passion for societal progress. We believe that true leadership starts with ideas, and this debate is a platform for our students to voice those ideas boldly, intelligently, and responsibly. Today, we are planting seeds of active citizenship, public policy awareness, and legislative consciousness in the mind of young leaders. This is the very heart of what NSLC stands for. As students, we may not yet sit at the policy-making table of our nations, but with a platform like this, we are preparing ourselves to build tables of our own. This initiative is not only about arguments, it is about understanding the issues, defending the truth, and proposing solutions to the real challenges affecting our people.
Responding, the CEO, Aneke TV, Chief Pascal Onyeka Aneke, said he was overwhelmed by the recognition and expressed gratitude that the Council found him worthy of the award. Chief Aneke, represented by the manager of the television, Mr. Frederick Chibuike China, promised to continue to identify with any initiative that advances humanity and promotes skills development.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here. My name is Right Honorable Frederick, the Aneke TV manager, also the National Assistant Secretary General, Nigeria Students Legislative Council. So, with gratitude and heartfelt, I'm honored to be here to represent my principal, Chief Dr. Pascal Aneke Oyeka, the CEO of Aneke TV Aneke Foundation. Well, the organization was founded out of compassion, and also Aneke TV is also founded to give voice to the voiceless. And we say thank you to Nigeria Legislative Council, Enugu State Chapter, and also on behalf of the entire Nigeria Legislative Council, we say congratulations to Enugu State, and we are proud that the chairman of NSLC Enugu State, Honorable Makata Chukwuma, we are proud of him, and we say thank you and God bless you.
In an interview, the majority leader, Enugu State House of Assembly and the member representing Enugu North constituency, Mr. Johnson Ani, described the event as a veritable platform to learn. He therefore called on the students to keep learning to enable them to achieve their life-changing careers.
Wow, this is superb because I believe they say the youth are the future of tomorrow. And that is what we are seeing here today, because the same debate they are doing here today is similar thing that we approved in the House about a few months ago, and we find it correct to the state, to the good people of Enugu State. And what a day we find, I came here and the same, because I was not aware of the topic today. So when I came in, I saw that they are treating the same topic. So I have learned a little bit again too from them again as well. Yeah, the advice I have for the students is just that they should keep pressing, because I believe the process of learning is acquiring more knowledge. And no amount of knowledge is too big or neither too small. But the most important thing, keep pressing hard. I believe tomorrow we'll get to that dream future by the grace of God.
Nigeria Students Legislative Council is a platform that allows students participate in democratic processes, represent their interests, and advocate for positive change within their educational institutions and communities. This is done through learning and engaging in legislative processes, developing leadership skills, and promoting students' welfare. The occasion was well attended by students from other tertiary institutions in Enugu State, friends, professors,
Hey,